The six most memorable zodiac signs at a party. I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, empathic, psychic tarot reader, and I would love to do a personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading for you or a birth chart reading. Please contact me at lamartownsendtarot.com for your own personal, private tarot reading or birth chart reading. If you have any questions, check out the FAQ section and the personal ethics section. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button, which is the notification button, so that you get a notification whenever I upload a new awesome video. Also, please follow me on Instagram at Lamar Townsend and like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamar Townsend Official, where I'm both active on both social medias, okay? The six most memorable zodiac signs at a party. Alright, now you're going to remember these zodiac signs at a party for different reasons. Now, you may or may not remember them actually because you may be drunk, you may be this, you may be that, you may be full on food, in a food coma. I mean, it really depends on the context, the situation of the party you attend with these zodiac signs, but most likely you're going to have some moments with these zodiac signs that you're not going to remember. Okay? Or that you will remember, hopefully, actually. Let me take that back. So, the six most memorable zodiac signs at a party that you'll meet at a party are Aries, Gemini, Libra, Leo, Sagittarius, and Cancer. Why these zodiac signs? Well, for one, Aries is the one at a party who is not afraid to try anything. Aries are the fearless ones. Aries is ruled by Mars. So they're the daring ones. Mars is that kind of aggressive, daring, destructive energy. So, put the fine china away, if Aries is there and they're getting, a little bit tipsy or something. Because, Aries may be a little bit, darish, and it's not just Aries. We'll get into that with Sag too, but, Aries, is going to be the one at the center with the center of attention, cracking the jokes, making fun of people, making people laugh, just being literally the life of the party. Aries is the life of the party. Aries is the one who makes things happen. Aries is typically the one is in the midst of the one who actually threw the party, or who owns the house that the party is thrown in. Like, they're with like the upper people of the party, so they'll be looking down at maybe some people in the party, but that's the fun of it. With Aries is because they're just so funny, so quirky, and they're not afraid to say how they feel. Geminis are very fun as well, very quirky. They are super duper talkative, kind of like Aries. They are not afraid to say what they feel. Sometimes they don't have a filter, but that's why we love Geminis. Geminis are the people at the party who knows everyone. And if they don't know everyone, they can make friends with everyone. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what makes Gemini so memorable. Gemini is down for almost anything. Gemini is gonna, be with the people that they came to the party with. Sometimes you have to keep your eye on Gemini though, because they will, venture off into their own kind of adventure, because Gemini, remember, is that Mercury energy. They like to explore, they like to go, explore new things and have new experiences. So, keep your eye on Gemini, all right, so they don't get away. But regardless, you'll have fun. Gemini will have fun, and it'll be a party that they won't forget. Libra is the socialite, the social butterfly. Now, my moon is in Libra. But my sun is in Capricorn, so I don't know what that means for me. I think I'm still memorable. But Libras are the social butterflies of the zodiac. So they love talking. They're so peaceful. Most likely, Libra will be known for just being so easy to talk to, so funny. Like, Libras are really good at knowing how people feel, knowing what people are thinking. So, people really vibe with Libra, typically on that same wavelength. It's like, oh, this kid knows exactly how I feel. This person knows exactly how I feel. They're so witty. They're so funny. They're so easy to conversate with. They know exactly what I'm talking about. They can talk about things that are going on here. They can also talk about politics and, pop culture and this and that. Like, Libras are just so versatile in that way, and they usually have some aesthetic going on. They usually dress some type of way that just catches people's eye. That in itself can be a conversation starter. So there's just, Libras themselves are just so memorable because they do their own thing. They don't like to be bothered. And they just carry themselves with such kind of grace and poise and level-headedness for the most part. That actually when you see them kind of get off their rocker and get a little bit too too tipsy or this or that, it's actually quite funny because then Libra has no filter. You know, Libra, it's like, it's really funny. Libras can be really, really funny in that way. So Leo, okay, so we have Leo, which is a fire sign. Leo's ruled by the sun. We have all the fire signs on this list, not surprisingly. Now, Leo is rules self confidence. The sun rules self confidence. The sun rules our life purpose, our higher learning. So Leos are, by nature, very adventurous people. They're the people who, who go into the party, maybe not having very many friends, but they make so many friends because they make people feel so good about themselves. Leos are the types of people who can have very deep conversations and teach people new things, and for Leo, it's about having fun, but Leo's also the type of person who, like, after the party, how you're all around the campfire, sobering up, and Leo is, like, leading the conversation with some, like, ghost story or some story, some, deep conversation, like, that Leo is, like, in the middle of, just shining light on certain things, or maybe, like, it's just like a powwow, and Leo's like, just kind of like the head of it all. Leo is the one who just wants everyone to feel good and wants to bring everyone together and just have a very sunny moment. So that's why Leos are most memorable at parties, because of that energy that they bring to the parties. They bring just such light and joy and fun and youth and, just fun energy to wherever they go. So next we have Sagittarius. Now, as I was saying with Aries and Sag, is ruled by Jupiter. Sagittarius are very clumsy. Did I mention that my Mars and Mercury in Sag? So, you know, um, Sagittarius can be just very clumsy people. All right, I'm sure you can tell that sometimes by these videos that I'm not the most, like, because the Mars and Mercury deals with communication, it deals with action. So I'm not the most graceful in terms of communication and action, but I still get the point across. You know what I'm saying? And that's a Sag. That's what a Sag does. They're not the most graceful. They're not the most, agile, or maybe they are actually agile, but they're not the most graceful creatures, and that's why we love them. Because when they get loose, when they let loose, they become even more, not ungraceful, but like less, like, they just become loose. And a loose Sag with no filter, who tells it like it is, who says it how they feel. For one, a Sag is already going to do that, but when they have the free reign to do that, oh my gosh, it's so hilarious. And like Aries, you might want to hide the fine china, you might want to hide the expensive, vases and all that, because the Sag can get really, um, you know, ungraceful. You know what I'm saying, when they're at a party. But that's why you'll remember a Sag, because they're not graceful. They don't have a filter. The Sag may be the one, actually, like Aries, who may actually start a fight, unintentionally at the party. They can be very hot tempered in that way. But Sag, unlike Aries, after the fight may be over, and this could hopefully be a verbal fight, because those are the good ones. Verbal fights you can at least debate, calm people down, but no throwing things or stuff like that. But anyways, Sag is the one, like, that Jupiter energy. It's so optimistic. After the fight, Sag can still go back to the party, laugh, cackle. Aries is still mad. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, they get over it. They go back to the party. They have fun, and it's just a moment you're gonna remember. That's not saying that all Aries or Sagittarius are like that, but Sagittarius can also be very, very funny. They can be very witty and hysterical. So Sagittarius, like Aries, can be the one. They have so many similarities. I think that's why I keep putting them together. But Sag can be the one cracking jokes, making people laugh. Like, Sag is just someone you want at a party, regardless. So last but not least, on this list, we have Cancers, and I know some of you are surprised by this, maybe, because you're like, Cancer's not even going to the party. They're probably staying home. Like, well, when they do decide to come out of that house, and go to the party, Cancer is definitely someone that you are going to remember. Cancer is, yes, they're moody. Yes, they are ruled by the moon, so they're very kind of flighty and unpredictable, but at the same time, when it's a full moon especially, and there's a party, oh my gosh, Cancer can be the life of the party. Cancer can be the one cracking jokes. Cancer can be the one giving Aries and Sag a run for their money. Like, Cancer can even have Aries and Sag laughing. Like, Cancer is just that person who's so funny, who is so hysterical, so, like, and they don't take themselves seriously. So Cancer is also the type of person who is likely to chill after the party's over. So like, just, you know, Cancer's like that type of person. They just like good vibes. So when the good vibes are there, Cancer's there. It's good vibes all around. So whenever you have a party with any of these six zodiac signs and there are good vibes, know that it's going to be a good party. Um, you know, as long as there's good vibes, as long as there's good energy in the air, it's going to be the time of your and their life. So, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer are definitely the people at parties that you're going to remember, okay? In my opinion, for different reasons. No Aries, Gemini, Libra, Leo, Sag, or Cancer is the same, but there are some similarities there that make them memorable. So, I hope you got some clarity and insight from this video. If you disagree or agree, let me know in the comments below. With that being said, I appreciate you guys. Please contact me for your own personal private tarot reading at lamartownsendtarot.com or email me at lamar.townsend@gmail.com for your own tarot reading or birth chart reading. If you have any questions, check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, as well as the personal ethics page and the FAQ page, okay? Thank you so much for listening and watching. Subscribe, hit the bell next to the subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time in the next video, okay? Peace out.